Let's try this again. Howdy doody, everyone. Hope y'all can hear me. Maybe.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Okay.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
I'm directionally challenged today. Don't mind me.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Where are we here?
Okay, Bubba, let me throw it.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
As if I would do anything else.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest
This is just
part
a
of the
test
bank.
to make sure everybody can
Settle
hear
in.
me.
We've quite a
So
distance to go.
let me know in the comments if you can.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your wine.
We won't skip it today. We'll let it play through so that everybody can see.
God was where he was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are. When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
You little butthole.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Lead the way.
Revelio.
That was stupid.
Lumos!
Maxima!
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
So for everyone watching, I'm not talking super loud because my partner
I see something
works
up
from
ahead.
home,
What is it?
and he
That glow again,
is
but
currently
on the floor.
in his office with the door open because it's so hot in our house. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sophia.
When I moved
I
towards
go by
the glow,
Sophie with an
it
I.
suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you
So
all right?
SOPHI.
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
And then
That statue.
What
What
else?
statue?
I don't know. You guys would have to comment.
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
to know. Oh, well, I guess.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
So we have what we think is a Lhasa Apso, 6-year-old Lhasa Apso named Ripley. He's been with us for about a month. And
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
We live in Colorado, and yeah, as of now, I think that's about it, unless you guys have comments or questions for me.
Look out!
And I am really into this game. I really like the game, and oh, and I went stupefy a lot sooner than I should have, I think. But right now I'm just learning to do Potato. Going on to doing a Professor Big.
Stay close!
Okay.
Lumos. Professor? Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Yippity skippity, girl.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
Sarah, so yeah, I got into streaming back in
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well.
like 20.
I wonder if the path we've
I
created...
think it was 2020.
Maybe impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival.
Stuck
We
at
are
home like
entrusting
everybody
the one who
else,
embarks on this
and
path with powerful secrets, with
just-
knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are
just,
correct, Charles, the ritual
started out
wizard who
not
completes
game
the
streaming.
trials will have proven
I
themselves
started
worthy of
out
that
as
knowledge
just talking
and
to
the
people
responsibility
and
that accompanies it.
sitting in my bedroom during
We've done all that we can.
quarantine, and just talking to people on a different app, and I don't
That's
promote
what you're
that app
seeing.
because
The glow.
I don't
surrounded
get
them.
Yes, sir.
I don't get kickback from it, and
Astonishing.
I'm not going to promote
Can
an
I
app that
see
I'm not on anymore.
Traces of
but-
ancient magic, to be precise.
It
The magic that Miriam had
was
always believed
super
existed.
fun. I loved live
could never?
streaming, but I don't
Miriam, and perhaps George, died in
I don't
pursuit of
stream
knowledge
anymore
that has been dormant
on there,
for centuries.
and I
And you, it seems,
took a break from that,
are the
and
key to
then
understanding why.
back in January or February,
Someone's coming.
I got
I don't know. But, sir, you should be in here.
I got into streaming on here, and I have not looked back. I took a little break to move and to get some stuff in line and get my mental health a little bit better, and it's still not where it's supposed to be, but it's definitely back to a
need for that. Just
place where
give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be
it's back to a place where I can be super
Sir?
duper duper.
They have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
It's
I only
wow,
meant
I just
that
got
the
a brain
instructions
fart.
to Vault
I'm sorry.
12 were quite
Let me start
clear.
over. So back in 2020,
Sir, I
I
must
was on a
insist.
different app,
I
and
was to
I got
grant
off of it
access only to
because
one with the key,
there
and you
was a lot of stuff going on the app that I didn't like, so I got off of it, and
Where were we?
and then I took a break, and I
Anything.
got into a longer-term relationship with my current partner,
Perhaps your
and
young friend here will be well.
and we definitely are in a much better place now. We started talking and casually having a relationship back in 2019, but it became more serious in 2020, and we just hit it off, and that's how we got to where we are. But you asked about my streaming, and so in 2020 I stopped streaming, and then I would stream on and off with I would stream on and off on the app. I would get off of it for a couple months, and then I'd get back on it because I liked what I was doing. And then I finally just completely got off of it. I didn't like the people that were on it, and I didn't like the politics that were happening, and like the level base. You only got bigger if you already had a fan base, and I didn't, and I still don't.
Where are we?
But
It can't be.
now we're just doing it this way. I've been doing this on and off. I want to get more into it and a lot more consistent with it over the next couple weeks. But I started streaming on YouTube back in February, and I started with Hogwarts Legacy. And I'm not sure if I started with my original character or if I started with just a whole new character. But if you go back on my page, you can definitely see the either Larkin Waters or Francesca Malfoy. And there might be a couple other characters. I don't remember any other characters I would have put on here, but there might be of the characters that I created to see the different sorting, the different houses and like how you got into their common rooms and whatnot. So yeah, but that's how I got into streaming, and I really do like it, just getting to talk to people, but I'm hoping that I get a little bit better someday, you know? Always keep moving up.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Any other questions you guys might have?
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us.
What are you growling at, Ripley?
Over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Yes, I accept that house.
Better be Hufflepuff!
That is indeed what I am, y'all.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Aww.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Y'all, I have the biggest
It's quite
itch
uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth
on my
year.
nose.
Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself, as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Any other questions you have for me? Feel free to ask.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Can we go in a different door? We can go in somebody else's dorm. Ooh, what do we got in here? Girly Pops. Ooh, let's investigate it. Yes, Queen. Oh. Interesting. I'm just investigating. Ooh, let's go see if there's a different one. Let's see if we can get a different result this time. Nope. Apparently we only like the ones that are doing that. I got lost. If you guys haven't noticed, I am really bad at directions. I am like directionally challenged. Gallop like a horse, gallop, gallop like a horse, yeah, gallop like a horse.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Let's find Arthur first. If I remember correctly from the last time that I played this, Arthur annoyed me.
Thank you for not biting me.
And then we'll go talk to Lenora. Oh, I guess they're all this way, huh? Probably should,
That's good, isn't it?
I can't even cast loopholes with 2 seconds to do a bit of reading without
Do you think it's painful to be in a half-transfigured...
Such a beautiful owl.
Arthur's got
There
you.
we
Don't
go.
need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No,
Hi, I'm
one of the
Riley
first
Ann.
years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
I will. Okay, let's go talk to Lenora, and then we'll talk to Adelaide.
That's good, isn't it? Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... being that far behind. I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do. It was nice meeting you, Lenora. Of course. Adieu.
I don't think the cat is under the chair, but Arthur's gonna do it anyway.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Light transfiguration. Now it seems to be getting awfully complicated. The most I've ever been able to conjure was a single quill. Not sure I'll ever master.
Bless me. Oops. How did you know you were a Hufflepuff? So I took the quiz, and I took the Pottermore quiz, and I chose to let my answers dictate what I was the first time around on this.
Good morning.
So I knew due to doing the quiz to find out, and I also was a Hufflepuff the first time around as
Make the
well.
most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation,
But I have
joining
been
us as a fifth year, you'll need to
a
catch up with
Gryffindor,
your
a Slytherin,
classmates
and a
and
Ravenclaw
not
as well.
fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
My owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me.
Once we get to a place where I'm not in like a talking phase or having to follow someone around, I'm going to pause the broadcast for a minute to be able to
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Okay, anyway.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
But I'm gonna pause the broadcast and go run in, grab something to eat, and go to the bathroom.
Revelio on it. Revelio. We'll see what the guide says.
Also, for the book, rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations. This book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes, like pickled dirigible plums, are likely an acquired taste. You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Ta-da! So let's open the field guide. And this is my Wizard XP. This is my challenges. Okay, let's do this. Go over here. Field guide pages. Oh, to exit the field guide.
Clever.
This is just a refresher for me.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Just so that I can... There we go. Okay.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Open the map.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, y'all. I am back. I think I'm back. Hold on. I gotta pull up my stream on a different device so that I can make sure. So give me just 1 second to do that, and then we should be good to go. Okay, seems like we're doing pretty good, so I guess let's do this thing. Oh, Ripley, dude bro, come on. Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Let's go to Dada.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, it sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
There's a hole in my leg from where I cut it open a couple months ago. Okay, so we're going to Dada first. So we're gonna go down the stairs. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys. My nose is just a ball of snot running today. My allergies are kicking my booty cheeks. So sorry.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, excellent. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
There you go. Complicated.
I'm enrolling my students for this event.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Get back to the lesson.
Here! Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio! That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, very good. That's it. Stay focused. Splendid! Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Excellent control there.
Let us see this. Quite impressive.
Here we go.
That is how it's done.
Happens to the best of us. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all. Very good.
Let us see this. Well done. Watch this. That is how it's done.
Splendid! Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
You know
I
it
did.
won't work on humans.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Okay. Well, but you just told me that I didn't. Oh. Okay. Hello everybody. Feel free to put your questions or comments in the comment section, obviously, and I will try to answer as many as I can. Oh my gosh, this nose itch is really getting on my nerves.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Accio.
trust the preliminary tasks weren't
I completed the assignments, Professor.
marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate. Lashed out.
There's something in...
Once my sister sent me a howler simply because I brought one of her scarves to school.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogwarts.